out of one type of alcohol. But it's
I
interesting.
know, there is a lot of mixtures and a lot
Yeah.
of different stuff out there. You never know what you can find.
Well, this one's booming, so we'll see. I guess we'll see more of that coming up.
Yeah. Well, you're speaking about how it was so warm outside yesterday.
It was beautiful yesterday, although my house heated up real quick.
Yeah, yesterday lower 80s. We made it to 82 degrees, and we're going to make it back into the 80s for this afternoon. As far as April goes, it's hard to believe it's already May, but looking back at April and the rain that we picked up last weekend, it all fell in pretty much just 3 days. We picked up 36 hundredths of an inch officially at the Sunport. Our average, though, for April is still 6/10, and we fell short of that, about a quarter of an inch below average, and we're still below average for the year. March was very dry. February was thanks to that large snowstorm that we had at the end of the month. January wasn't too bad, picking up 7/10, but when you add it all up for the first few months of 2015, we picked up just under 2 inches of precip, so that's about a quarter of an inch below normal for 2015. And still in Albuquerque, we're in a moderate drought, so we need a lot more rain to get out of the drought. And we'll have chances for some rain as we head into the upcoming days. If you're outside this morning, notice a lot in the way of clouds streaming through the skies rather. And then we do have some clouds popping up over the Sandia Mountains. We could have some isolated showers and a few thunderstorms, especially in northeastern New Mexico later on today. But right now, temperature's not too bad. Already at average for this time of the year. We're in the middle 70s. That's where we should be topping out, but instead we'll be in the 80s for today. 75 in Roswell, the lower 80s in Alamogordo and Carlsbad. Satellite and radar is quiet, but we do have some showers and thunderstorms trying to fire in parts of the Sangre de Cristo Mountains between Raton and Las Vegas along I-25. So that will be the focus for the storms thanks to a little cold front that's moving through. It's not really going to drop our temperatures. It will pick up the breezes in the eastern half of the state, but we'll stay warm. And then as we head into your Saturday, a weak little system is going to graze the Four Corners into southern Colorado. That could trigger some isolated showers and thunderstorms as we head into Saturday night into Sunday. But our larger storm system arrives on Monday. This is a look at Monday around dinner time at 6:30. We'll see our rain chances going up, especially for the northern and eastern half of the state. And then our storm system is going to be riding right on top of New Mexico. So by Tuesday into Wednesday, central and especially eastern New Mexico will have the best shot for rain as we head into the beginning of next week. Into Durango, Pagosa Springs, and Cortez, temperatures into the low to mid 70s for this afternoon with a mix of sun and clouds. A slight chance for a few isolated storms around the higher terrain, but a better shot for rain showers by Tuesday and Wednesday, with temperatures going from the 70s back into the 60s by next week. Over to the Four Corners, temperatures topping out in the 70s and the lower 80s in Farmington, 80 degrees in Gallup, 79 and Grants with a chance for some storms this afternoon, and then we'll see a better shot for more widespread action by next Tuesday. Over to the southwest, a few isolated storms possible around the Gila. Otherwise, a lot of sunshine out there. Temperatures on the warm side getting close to 90 degrees in Lordsburg and Deming, the lower 80s in Silver City, and then cooler air arrives by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Over to the southeast, a lot of sunshine again, upper 80s to near 90 degrees for today, but then things really change by Monday and Tuesday. You're going to need the rain gear by next week. Highs going back into the 70s with the clouds and the chance for showers and thunderstorms for next week. Over to the northeast, we could have a few hit or miss storms for today. Temperatures into the 70s and the 80s, then a better shot for more widespread rain and much cooler temperatures by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, with highs falling back into the 60s. And then over to the northern mountains, a few isolated storms, temperatures into the 60s and the 70s. And over to the east mountains, partly sunny skies, temperatures into the 70s and the 80s for today. Better shot for rain by next week. And in the metro, we'll top out in the middle 80s this afternoon. Yesterday, we made it to 82. That was the warmest day of the year so far. Today, we're shooting for 84.
You don't like the 80s, you're going to be fine with next week then. So just hold on for a few days, looks like.
Yeah, cool down on the way.
All right.
It's not going to stick around.
Chris, you'll appreciate this.